Welcome to video 2, and I want to talk about in this video the 5 myths that I see, because when we present information to people, there's 5 myths that people hold on to as limiting beliefs, and you'll use this information in a further video about training and learning more. But there's 5 main beliefs that people have in their head that stops them from taking action, actually implementing the things we talk about. So in turn, they don't get the results. So they get burnt out, get frustrated, and say, it didn't work for me. So number 1, the single biggest belief that I think people hold on to that cuts them down in their tracks is I'm different. I'm different than anybody else. I'm big boned. Whatever story you have when we talk about being different, it's fundamentally devastating to your career and your ambitions in life if you believe you're so unique that things won't work for you. That if you, for example, you follow a diet and work out every day, that you won't get results. If your boss or sales manager says this, and this work, don't do it this way, and you say, I'm different. I've seen that literally rock people's world. And so in turn, they never actually take anything in because they say, I don't have the time, John. I don't have the money. I'm not like you. I can't do these things. And I've seen that hundreds of times in my career. And the reason of it is it protects our ego. So again, realize this, you're no different than the next person. What works. Get out of your own way. Number 2, we live in a world of not enough. There's a finite pie. I win, you lose, right? Or you win, I lose. What happens with a lot of people is they live in this scarcity mindset. So they don't realize how big the economy is. So in turn, they play so beneath what they're capable of simply because they're not addressing that. The pie is not finite. There's more than enough for everybody. There's actually too much out there when you hear these stories about people living in excess. So don't forget that. So you got to fight that belief, and we'll talk about that more in the future. Number 3, reinventing the wheel. You do not have to invent the wheel in this life. There's so many people that are, if you look around in your business, there's probably so many people in it because it's a good business. More than one person needs to be in it. So as you think about that, you have to realize that there's best practices in place that gives you what people call KPIs, key performance indicators. So if you implement them and you track them, you can get results faster than you have been. And again, it makes your life much simpler than this. And a guy named Joe Polish said, you can make your business easy, lucrative, and fun by following these best practices and figuring it all out. Number 4, timing it right. I'm just not ready. How many times you said that to yourself? I don't have such and such thing in place, so I can't get started yet. Imperfect action is better than no action at all. So what happens is people get into this timing mindset. So in a mortgage business, 2020 and 2021 were the best years ever. Everyone did well then. But again, now that the market and things are changing, you have to realize that, again, you're no different. There is no right timing. The right time is today. So take some action and make sure. And lastly, knowing the work required. This might be the biggest issue of all things when you read online and check new content and try something new. Everything is going to take longer, require more work, and be more difficult and expensive than you thought out of the gate. If it were easy, everyone would do it. Follow me here. It's this quote. Tough times, right, make tough people. Tough times don't last, tough people do. Because what you underestimate about most people who are achieving more results or different results than you and maybe achieving the things they want is a lot of the times it's 2 things. It's grit and consistency. Again, there's no their parents are rich or there's some blessing on them. No, none of that. Truly, it comes down to this belief of this. If it's meant to be, it's up to me. I'm going to work out there and earn it. So again, this video 2, I want to send this your way. More content to come. Appreciate you. Be in touch soon.